Hello, good afternoon, students. Today our topic is root locus, root locus method. For analysis of any system, for analyzing any given system, first we have to calculate, first we have to determine that system is stable or not. And but determination of stability of system is necessary but not sufficient condition for a stable system with low damping is still undesirable. Stable system with low damping. Low damping means there is more oscillation in the system. So stable system with low damping is undesirable. So in analysis problem, one must determine not only the absolute stability of system but also relative stability. Relative stability determines depends upon peak, overshoot, settling time, etc. In the preceding chapter, means Routh criteria, the relative stability is directly related. We know that relative stability is directly related to the location of closed loop poles of a system. And Routh criteria give the satisfactory answer to the question of stability. But its adaptation to determine the relative stability is tedious and requires trial and error procedure in the analysis of system. Means generally Routh criteria gives the absolute stability, and we can also determine relative stability using Routh criteria, but that method is tedious and require trial and error procedure. So a simple technique known as root locus for finding the roots of characteristics introduced by W.R. Evans is used in control system. This technique provides a graphical method of plotting of locus of root or path of roots in the S-plane. As a given system parameter is changed over a complete range of value, means it gives the path of roots of characteristic when system parameter is changed from 0 to infinity. To understand the concept underlying the root locus technique, consider the simple second order system whose open loop transfer function of the system is given by Gs is equal to K divided by S multiplied by S plus A. So this is the control system, and in this system open loop transfer function GSHS is given by K divided by S plus A, where K and A are constants. Then first you try to calculate the transfer function of this system. Transfer function Cs by Rs is given by Gs divided by 1 plus GSHS, and transfer function is given by K divided by S square plus AS plus A. This is the characteristic equation, and equate this characteristic equation is equal to 0 and find out the roots of this equation. The roots of this equation is the roots of this equation are S1 and S2 is S1 and S2 are minus A by 2 plus minus under root A square A by 2 whole square of A by 2 minus K. These are the S1 and S2 are the roots. When value of K, here K and A, these are two parameters of system, and in this control system we suppose that a is constant, a is fixed. A and k both are constant, and in this system we suppose that value of a is fixed and value of k changes from 0 to infinity. When value of k is less than a square by 4 and greater than or equal to 0, then roots are real and distinct. Suppose that k is 0. When k is 0, then S1 is 0 and S2 is minus a. Here open loop poles are S1 is 0 and S1 is minus a. हेलो, आवाज मेरी क्लियर है? हेलो अवंतिका, हेलो अवंतिका, निखिल.
यस मैम, क्लियर है.
निखिल, ओके. If value of k is 0, roots are real and distinct. Means first root S1 is 0 and second root S1 is minus a. And here we see that open loop, this is open loop transfer function, and roots are s is equal to 0 and s is equal to minus a. It means that these roots coincide with the open loop poles of system. When k is 0, roots of characteristic coincide with the open loop poles of system. And when k is a square by 4, then roots are real and equal in value. S1 and S2 both are minus a by 2, and when k is less than infinity and greater than a square by 4, then roots are complex conjugate. Here we show all these results. When value of k is 0, then first root is s is equal to 0 and second root is s is equal to minus a. And roots always starts from open loop poles, and these are open loop poles. So this first root starts from s is equal to minus a, means first root starts from open loop pole, and this second root starts also from second open loop pole, s is equal to 0, and both roots are approaching. And when value of s is, here s is a by 2, minus a by 2, when S1 and S2 is minus a by 2, then both roots coincide, and this is the case of critically damped. And after, when value of k is greater than minus a by 2, then these roots becomes complex. Here these roots are when value of s is 0 and value of s is minus 1, roots are real. When value of s is minus a and minus a, roots are real. And when value of k is greater than a square by 4, then these roots become complex conjugate. But this root locus has been drawn by direct solution of characteristic equation, and this procedure becomes highly tedious for higher order. Event developed a graphical technique by the use of which root locus of third or higher order system can be constructed as easily as for the second order. These are the rules for drawing root locus for higher order system. First rule is the root locus is symmetrical about real axis. Second, as k increases from 0 to infinity, each branch of the root locus originates from an open loop pole. Root locus branch originates from open loop pole with k is equal to 0 and terminate on either on an open loop 0 or an infinity with k is equal to infinity. Means root locus कहाँ से start होगा? When k is 0 from open loop pole and terminates either on open loop 0 or at infinity. Third rule is a point on the real axis lie on the root locus if number of open loop poles plus 0 on the real axis to the right of this point is odd. Suppose that this is the open loop transfer function and this transfer function is given to draw the root locus. First we draw pole 0 plot. This is pole 0, this is S plane, and in this S plane poles are situated at S is equal to 0, at S equal to minus 3 and at S is equal to minus 4, and zeros are located at S is equal to minus 1 and at S is equal to minus 2. Poles are located at S is equal to 0, at S is equal to minus 3 and S equal to minus 4, and these are 0. S is equal to minus 1 and S is equal to minus 2. These are 0. And according to the rule, root locus originates from open loop pole. This is open loop pole and ends on open loop 0. So this root locus starts from pole, and when any branch starts or root locus starts from open loop pole, at that time k is equal to 0. So in this point k is equal to 0 and this terminates on open loop 0 with k is equal to infinity. Similarly, this is open loop pole. Branch starts from this point with k is equal to 0 and ends on the open loop 0 with k is equal to infinity. Then this third pole is this third pole tends to infinity with k is equal to 0, and since there is no open loop 0, then this open loop pole ends to terminate on infinity. Means open loop root locus starts from open loop pole and terminate either on open loop 0 or terminate at infinity. And according to the third rule, this third rule, a point on the real axis lie on the locus if number of open loop poles plus number of 0 on the real axis to the right of this is odd. There is no root locus in this area because if you consider, suppose that this is the point and any number of open loop 0 and open loop poles to the right of this point is 0, it means that even. So there is no root locus in this region, but there is root locus in this region because if we consider, suppose that this is the point, and if we consider right towards this side, number of or sum of open loop 0 and open loop poles is 1 to the right of this point. So this region, in this region, root locus lie in this region. In this region there is no root locus because if we consider, suppose that if we consider this is the open loop 0 and if total number of sum of open loop 0 plus sum of open loop 0 and open loop pole is 2. So this is an even number, so there is no root locus in this region. Similarly, in this region there is root locus because sum of open loop 0 and open loop pole is 3, which is odd. So in this region there is root locus. Similarly, in this region there is no root locus because number of sum of open loop poles and open loop 0 is 4, which is even number. So there is no root locus in this region, and in this region sum of open loop poles and open loop 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is odd. So in this region root locus lie on the real axis. Then the number of branches of root locus which tends to infinity is the number of branches of root locus which tends to infinity along a straight line asymptotes whose angles are given by psi a is equal to 2q plus 1 multiplied by 180 divided by n minus m. N is the number of total number of poles, m is the number of total number of open loop zeros, and q is given by n minus m minus 1, and this is the angle of asymptote along which root locus tends to infinity. Which rule? The asymptote crosses the real axis at a point known as centroid and determined by the relationship is given by sum of real parts of pole minus sum of real parts of 0 divided by number of poles minus number of zeros. The asymptote crosses the real axis at a point known as centroid, and centroid is given by sum of real parts of pole minus sum of real parts of 0 divided by number of poles minus number of zeros. Let us consider the system is given by this, and you have to draw root locus of this system. First, there are 3 branches because there are 3 open loop zeros. S is equal to 0, S is equal to minus 1, and S is equal to minus 2. So there are 3 branches of root locus, and these branches starts from the open loop poles S is equal to 0, S is equal to minus 1 and minus 2 with K is equal to 0. There is no open loop 0 in this system. So all the 3 branches terminate on infinity, and angle of asymptotes along which these line terminates on infinity is given by 2 cube plus 1 divided multiplied by 180 divided by 3, where q is given by n minus m minus 1. It means that value of q is 0, 1 and 2. For the value of, when we substitute the value of 0, we get angle of asymptote is 60. For value of q is 1, angle of asymptote is 180, and for value of when q is 2, the angle of asymptote is 300, and centroid of asymptote is given by minus sum of minus real part of force minus sum of real parts of 0 divided by number of force minus number of 0. Here, real parts of force 0, minus 1 and minus 2. So, minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3. Real part of zeros are 0 and number of pole is 3. Number of zeros are 0. So, we get the centroid is minus 1, and centroid is always on the real axis, and from this is the S plane, and in this S plane open loop pole is at S is equal to 0, is at S is equal to minus 1 and at minus 2. Angle of asymptote is 60, second is 180, and third one is 300. So this is the angle of asymptote. Third is 180. And this asymptotic line cuts the real axis on centroid, which is given by minus 1. In this region, there is a root locus on real axis, because, and if we consider any point in this region and right to this point, sum of open loop 0 plus sum of open loop 0 and open loop poles is 1, which is odd. So in this region there is a root locus. In this region there is no root locus, because if we consider any point and number of sum of open loop poles and sum of open loop pole and sum of open loop pole and 0 are 2. So this is odd. So there is no root locus in this region, and in this case there is a root locus because sum of open loop pole and open loop 0 is 3, which is odd. Next is breakaway point. This is the open loop 0, open loop pole, and this is also open loop pole. And from this open loop pole is root locus branch starts. From this open loop pole, root locus starts, and this is the point where this root locus break away and starts moving in this direction. How to calculate the breakaway point is given in the is given by the rule 6. The breakaway point, points at which multiple roots of characteristic occur of the root locus, are the solution of dk by df. It means that first you find out the characteristic equation, which is given by 1 plus gshs is equal to 0, and then differentiate that characteristic equation with respect to f. Suppose that this is the system equation, and and this is the characteristic equation. Differentiate this characteristic equation with respect to f and equate this equation equal to 0 and then calculate the roots of this equation. We get roots of this equation minus 0.423 and minus 1.577. These are the two breakaway points. First, find out the characteristic equation, then differentiate that characteristic equation with respect to s, and substitute dk by ds is equal to 0. Calculate the roots of equation, and that roots of equation are the breakaway point of the root locus. And in this case, first breakaway point is 0.423 and second breakaway point is 1.577. 1.7 is in this, but breakaway point is always lie on the root locus. So first breakaway point minus 0.423 is a breakaway point, and second is not valid breakaway point because there is no root locus in this region, and that breakaway point lie in between this, so that is not valid breakaway point. Next example is 1 plus k s plus 2 divided by s square plus 2s plus 2 is equal to 0. This is the closed loop. An example of second case is shown in the root locus. Draw the root locus plot of this system. In this, first you draw the root pole 0 plot, where 0 is s is equal to minus 2 and poles are calculated by using this formula, and poles are minus 1 plus minus j. 0 is at minus 2 and poles are minus 1 plus minus j. These are two poles. Poles are complex poles, and this is the open loop 0. Since in this case there are two open loop poles, it means that there are two branches, two root locus, and these two root locus starts with open loop poles with k is equal to 0. These two branches starts from minus j plus minus 1 plus j, and second branch starts from minus 1 minus j. And these two root locus tends to infinity. One root locus terminates at infinity, and second root locus terminate at open loop 0 with k is equal to infinity. How can we define this angle? This root locus starts from this, either in this direction or in this direction. Why this root locus starts in this angle? This angle is given by angle of departure, and angle of departure is given by 180 minus sum of angle made by remaining post at the desired pole and minus sum of angles made by remaining zeros at the desired pole. Suppose we have to calculate the angle of departure at this open loop pole. So there are two remaining open loop pole or open loop zero. First is open loop poles, and this pole make an angle 90 degree to this desired pole, and this open loop zero make an angle 45. Tan inverse minus 1 plus 1 divided by minus 1. So this is 45. तो टोटल एंगल क्या हो गया यहाँ पे 145 means this angle is in second quadrant. So this angle is in second quadrant. The open loop transfer function. Next question is the open loop transfer function of feedback system is given by this. GSHS is given by K divided by S plus 4 S square plus 4 S plus 20. अब इस क्वेश्चन में कंप्लीट जो है रूट लोकस ड्रॉ करके देखना है. इसमें क्या है GSHS is given by this. There are open loop poles, 4 open loop poles. S is equal to 0, S is equal to minus 4, S is equal to minus 2 plus 4j, and S is equal to minus 2 minus 4j. There are 3 open loop poles. S is equal to 0, S is equal to minus 4, S is equal to minus 2 plus 4j, and S is equal to minus 2 minus 4j. This is the pole 0 plot in S plane. Since there is no open loop 0 in finite region, all the 4 branches terminate on infinity along asymptotes, whose angles are given by this, and since total number of poles are 4, then value of Q is n minus m minus 1 means 3. Q is 0, 1, 2 and 3. When we substitute value of Q in this equation, we get 40. For Q is 1, 135. For Q is 2, angle of asymptote is 225. And for Q is equal to 3, angle of asymptote is 350. Next, you have to calculate the centroid of asymptote, and centroid of asymptote is given by real parts of sum of real parts of 4 minus sum of real parts of 0, and in this case S is 0, S is minus 4, S is minus 2 and S is minus 2. It's minus 4 minus 2 minus 4 divided by number of poles is 4 and number of zeros are 0. It means that centroid is given by minus 2. Fourth is the point between minus the point between 0 and minus 4 on the real axis lie on the root locus. 0. In this region, there is no root locus because sum of poles and 0 to the right of any point in this region is odd, is even. So there is no root locus in this region, but there is root locus in this region because in this region, if we consider any point, then sum of poles and 0 to the right of this point is odd, which is 1 in this case. So there is root locus in this point and there is no root locus in this region. And find out the characteristic equation and differentiate this characteristic equation with respect to s and equate that 0 and find the roots of that equation. This is s is equal to my roots of this equation is equal to s is equal to minus 2 and s is equal to minus 2 plus minus 2.45. S is equal to minus 2 and s is equal to minus 2 plus minus j 2.45. तो रिमेनिंग पार्ट में रहने दे रही हूँ ब्रेक अवे पॉइंट क्योंकि टाइम जो है खत्म हो रहा है. ठीक है, क्लास इज ओवर. थैंक यू.